Is the 4Story community itself to blame for the decline in player numbers? That's the question we'd like to open this new video with. This topic is really complex because there are many reasons why players have left the game over the years. On July 15, 2008, 4Story was released in Europe by Gameforge. The launch was very successful, with many enthusiastic players battling through the level zones of Iberia. A month after the release, on August 15, 2008, Gameforge opened the in-game cash shop. However, the cash shop isn't relevant to the topic of this video. Despite popular belief, the cash shop was never the reason why so many players left in the past. The first few years of 4Story were very calm and consistently successful. There were regular patches that a large part of the community was always very satisfied with. If you're interested in a detailed chronological list of the patches, you should check out our video series, Evolution of 4Story. The first major problem for 4Story was called Rise of Gore, released in September 2011. With the introduction of the new kingdom, it became easy for players to switch between the warring kingdoms of Valorian and Darrion. Until this point, the player numbers in the kingdoms had always been balanced. Now, strong Gore guilds emerged, disrupting the balance. Many believe that Rise of Gore was the reason most players left. However, we see it a bit differently. The biggest changes 4Story had to go through came after Rise of Gore. The maximum level was increased to 140. PvP armor with level 44 was introduced. The enhancement level was raised from plus 24 to plus 28. The small mission zones were removed and a unified mission zone was introduced. The battleground was introduced as well. The massive level increase completely destroyed the Ardir PvP for the first time. This was where players would meet outside of PvP times to fight each other. The battleground became a very popular PvP mode. Since many players wanted to spend their time there, they no longer saw the need to level up their character any further. This marked the end of Ardir PvP. Additionally, players could level up a battleground rank that was displayed outside the battleground. Many players liked this feature, which is why they generally preferred to spend more time in the battleground. The introduction of better level 44 PvP armor and the increase in enhancement levels to plus 28 created further imbalance. Older players were especially angry that their hard-earned equipment no longer held the same value as before. Combined with the new high level, this definitely pushed some players to quit. As you can see, many problems are connected. The next major issue arose with the introduction of the unified mission zone. Until then, each level section had its own mission zone and regular battles in it. So this change led to the elimination of the level 10 and 20 mission battles. Many of you might know that numerous players had specialized in these two mission zones. This change completely removed the foundation for these players to continue playing 4Story. This issue still concerns a significant part of the community today. But these changes didn't stop there. In the large German 4Story community, server mergers were carried out. 2 servers were closed, and players from these servers could transfer to the remaining 3 servers for free. This decision is still met with incomprehension, as a lot of players were active on these servers. The server mergers seemed disproportionate to the community. Large guilds, which had up to 9 groups on their own, were completely destroyed as a result. Many players in Germany left 4Story because of this as well. For us, 2014 was the year when many poor decisions led to a significant portion of the community quitting 4Story. In 2015, the personal combat levels known today were introduced. This change removed the battleground rank display outside the battleground, which sparked a lot of criticism from active battleground players who had worked hard for their rank. So in the end, the battleground lovers were also neglected after the Ardere PvP came to an end. So, contrary to the popular opinion, Gameforge cannot be blamed, except the server merges in Germany. Zemi Interactive is responsible for all wrong decisions through its development. So, looking at the development of 4Story, Rise of Gore was definitely not the problem. The patches from 2014 to 2015 brought many negative changes, causing a significant part of the community to stop playing. It's a fact that Rise of Gore facilitated an imbalance between the kingdoms and that the battleground caused the popular Ardere PvP to die out. Can the players be blamed for this? No. You, as players, did what the developer, Zemi Interactive, offered you. You played what the game provided. In our opinion, the patches should have been fundamentally different. One suggestion from us would have been introduction of level 44 PvP armor, but keeping the enhancement level at plus 24. Battleground available from level 140, endgame mode. More valuable progression rewards up to level 140. Permanent increased honor rate in Ardere outside of territory conquest. Preservation of the individual mission zones. Choice between displaying battleground rank or combat level outside the battleground. What would your ideas have been? Let us know in the comments below. These were the reasons why a large portion of players are still disappointed today. Zemi Interactive made many poor decisions and has not corrected any of these mistakes to this day. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up.